Hello guys. So today I'm going to show you my fork of PCSX4ALL. Now, 3 years ago, I actually released PCSX4ALL, my own version of it for OpenDingux devices. However, I left it in a state that wasn't too great. Unfortunately, there were some issues, so that's why some people tried to take over, but unfortunately, aside from mostly minor fixes, they didn't do much when it comes to game compatibility. In fact, most of them just took my changes, so they didn't try to improve upon them. Now, there was another fork of PCSX4ALL that did add CHD support, and CHD can actually help for devices that have, like, say, low speed for SD card access. So for example, you have like very slow SD card access and you want to use CHD. Now loading times can actually be improved. So yeah, now let me show you a game, because since then I've actually fixed a couple of games. Now if you looked at my previous videos on PCSX Rearmed, I actually fixed a couple of games, and PCSX4ALL and PCSX Rearmed actually share quite a common, and well, they share similar code base. So let me show you a game that didn't work before. So Disney's Pooh's Party Game. That game used to crash after you selected a character, but it was quite an easy fix. It was basically just a matter of setting the CD-ROM mode to 20 upon the reset command. And I can of course change the settings and disable the frame skip. Now, normally it would crash after that screen. However, in my build, this is fixed. Yeah, there we go. So the video, and you can actually access the game. Wow. After the loading times, of course. And it's funny, but I was really patient back then, because I actually played that game on my own PS1. Come on, this is like Sonic 06. Oh, never mind. Maybe I'll add an option for faster CD-ROM access. Well, maybe, but that will surely break games for sure. Now my version supports CHD format as well. But let me show you something like Parasite Eve 2. Now, if you run that game, it will actually enable automatically enable the hack Now I should note that whenever the internal database hits a match, it won't actually save that setting to the configuration file. Well, at least it shouldn't. So you can play Parasite Eve 2 on, on your OpenDingux devices. And I should note that the RG300X Beta OpenDingux now supports it. So this is running Beta OpenDingux. And Beta OpenDingux also supports all revisions of the Pocket Go 2. So I just wanted to mention that. And I do have to point out that this isn't playable on PCSX4ALL, mostly because the hack that is being used isn't quite reliable on PCSX4ALL. So I won't try to play that game, but you get the gist. Another game that was quite problematic to fix was Fantastic Pinball Q10 Kai. And that game will black screen after you select a memory card. However, it will still have the delay when it tries to play music, and that's because this game uses an undocumented, well, it's not actually undocumented, but it's rarely used by games. In fact, I believe this is the only game that uses the volume reporting of the CD-ROM controller. But at least you can play the game, even though it's not perfect. So yeah, there's still a bit of delay, but once you're in game, it's not too noticeable. Sorry. So yeah, I also have to point out that Inuyasha actually works fine without the hack. So you may see in the menu that there is a VSync hack, but you don't actually need it for that game. So I'm pointing that out. And of course you can play the other games as well. Let me show you Blues Big Musical real quick, because that game suffered from a weird quirk. So in the FMVs you would get like no audio, and it turns out that you need to reject the junk audio sectors, otherwise the game will try to play the wrong file. So, and this should fix. Alright. So that was the RG300X running my build of PCSX4ALL. Now, of course, this will run on pretty much all devices that will run OpenDingux. So an Nginx GZ4770. So if your device has that SOC then it should run fine. Now, of course, there's the issue of your device, like this one for example, may not have an analog stick. So if you want to play Ape Escape on it, then this may not be ideal. And the same is true for the GKD Mini. So I've also ported my fork of PCSX4ALL to this device. And actually, let me lower the. Alright, here we go. So this is the version that came with it. I'm not sure what this is based on, but it's probably not mine. And here's my version of it. So this supports CHD, and yeah, it supports a bin and Q also. So let's try to play real quick. Actually, let's play a game that works on HLE first. So Yu-Gi-Oh! And come on. All right. Actually, let's display the frame rate. And the CPU usage is much lower, would be a 40. Actually, it's quite similar. So let's play IS internal section, I think, yes. So this game is one of the rare game to use 480i. Of course, on this handheld it's shown as progressive because the emulator doesn't really try to be that accurate. It's funny because I was able to play that game on maybe I didn't set the BIOS. Yes, I did. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I need to. My bad. And this game can be quite intensive on the CPU. Like on the RG300X, it would use like 100%. But here, we are not quite there yet. But let's see how it is in game. Yeah, in game it fares pretty well. And it's really smooth. I didn't try to optimize the build. It's just like a basic build. Of course, my GKD right now is overclocked, so keep that in mind. What else? Well, I think that's it for now. So if you want to try my fork of PCSX4ALL, it's down in the description below. So Thank you and bye.